Rachel, and today I am back with another video. This time we're going to be setting up January in my Stalogy. You might have noticed that I've changed the little cover, or the little piece of card that I slip into the cover. This is just some card that I got from Hello Petite Paper, and I think it's from last Christmas. I definitely didn't buy it this Christmas, but yeah, we are going to set up for January in here, which is very exciting. So I'm going to do the same setup that I did for December. So I'm going to do my December cover page. I am going to do a monthly. I'm going to do a mood tracker monthly, and I'm going to do a social media tracker monthly, and then we'll do a sleep tracker. We will do gratitude log, and then I just had a notes page. This just ended up being a notes and a to buy, and then we went into the monthly. So I'm going to do the same thing again. I might have to flip back and check because I'm still a bit new to this and I don't want to get the pages in the wrong order. But so I think we're just going to go straight in after this week and just start with my January monthly here. I do have though a free printable from Brooke Eva Prints, and it's just like a yearly overview. So I do want to put that in first. Do I want to put that in first? Yeah, I do want to put that in first, and then we'll start in with the January, because I feel like if I put it in afterwards it would be a bit silly, and if I'd have put it in already it would have been in front of December, which again would have been not the right place for it. So yeah, we will go with this. I don't really know what I'm going to use this for. Maybe I'm going to highlight birthdays. I'm not going to do step tracking because I don't feel like the boxes would be big enough, and also I already do step tracking in my Hobonichi weeks. So yeah, it's just going to be for an overview, I think, and maybe some birthdays. So like I said, this is from Brooke Eva Prints, and I just thought it was really cute, so I wanted to use it. So let's get this down. So then this means that I'm going to have a spare page here, but I will find something to put on it, or maybe I could do it there and then have some notes for the year. Maybe, do you see how we're deciding what we're doing with it as we go? Maybe I can do birthdays, but I'll highlight them and then I'll write the date on here and whose birthday it is, because I've not got enough room in the box. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to get my sticky roller tape that I don't like. I really don't like this. It takes ages to roll, and like the first roll doesn't really have any glue on it. So I don't know whether it's just this brand or whether or not it's just generally how these tape runners go, but I am not the biggest fan of a tape runner, I have decided. Right, so let's get this down then. So I just lined that up with the line on the side there. So I'm going to put a bit of washi here, and I think I do have a sticker that says, I don't think I have one that says birthdays, but I do think I have one that says birthday, and then I could put a balloon on it maybe. So maybe that's what I'll do. So let's grab a bit of washi for decoration. I'm going to use this, whoops, this navy one with the copper foil. How are you guys? How are you all doing? I hope your week is going well. So if we just put that down like that, this seems to be like my go-to decoration in this planner, just a little bit of a washi sort of border, but I really like how it looks. And I have so much washi that I just want to get it used. I don't want to waste it. So this seems to be the perfect way to use it. Right, so let's have a look and see if I do have that birthday sticker. It will be in here. I've got one that says birthday party. I can cut that down. I feel like I've got one that just says birthday on it though, that's bigger. Where are my script stickers? I've moved my box. I used it to put down the background that I have on here. There's a birthday one. And the background that I have down here is just like an overlay, and it curls up at the corners because I store it like rolled up. So I use things at the side of the video that you guys can't see just to keep the roll down. And I've used my sticker box. And I know that during the course of this video, I'm going to look in my planner cart 55 times and then realise that I haven't actually put it in there. But never mind. Right, so is this going to be silly if I put this down and it doesn't say birthdays and it just says birthday? Is it? Is it? If I had one that said tracker, I could put birthday tracker. If I could letter, I could just letter it. Right, I'm going to put it down there. I've committed. It's down. We've done it. And then I know that I've got some balloons in here somewhere. I went to place an order on Papershire yesterday and I didn't realise that the shop was shut. In fact, that happened to me at so many shops. I went to place an order at Paper K and Paper K is shut. Josephine Bow Designs is just shut this morning. Fab Planner Print is shut. Everybody's taken a break for Christmas, which is fine. They deserve a break. They are all hard-working shop owners. And I should have sorted myself out before and realised that I needed to order things, but never mind. Right, so I think that's all right. I think that is going to be our birthday tracker. Maybe I'll put, maybe I shall put a little tab on it as well. We'll do the tabs afterwards, I think. Right, so then next is my cover page then. So that is going to be this page. Now I've done the same thing. I've been onto Google and I searched Hello January. Now this is actually a picture of my Christmas tree and it just seemed fitting to put it in there. But I didn't have a picture that I wanted of my own to put in January. So I've printed a couple of images off. I just searched winter and January on Google and these are what I got. I haven't yet figured out how to get both pieces on the same paper, so I'm not wasting a load of paper at the end, which is really frustrating, but never mind. I will figure that out eventually, I'm sure. So this one says allibreathe.wordpress.com, so that's where that image is from. I can't credit this one because I don't have any website or anything on it, but I searched winter. Did I search winter pictures? I think I searched winter January. And this is just a picture that came up. So let's just trim this down. Whoops. Oh dear, I forgot to turn the sound off my phone. 1 second, I'll do it now. How annoying. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. We shouldn't get any more interruptions. That was just my mum telling me that she's picking up the Christmas meat. Make room in your fridge because the meat's on the way, it said. There is no room in my fridge. My fridge is full of food. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that bird. But we'll figure it out. So I need to cut this image down a little bit. It's going to be a little bit too big. Is that going to do? That will do. So he's so cute, this little snowman. I love him. So I think I might do the same thing again and just do him like this and then maybe a strip of vellum or something at the bottom. If I can find some snowflake vellum. I think I have ordered some from Josephine Bow Designs. So maybe I'll save that space for that little bit of vellum. I'll tell you what else I did, which is typically me, and you will laugh. So you know I sold the cover for this planner. I had the peach Moterm and I sold it. I just decided that I was going to sell it. I've actually bought a black one now from AliExpress. And I've also bought a white Hobonichi Weeks cover. I realised that I sent it with my tabs inside. So I had to message the lovely lady who is a friend of mine that I sold it to. And say, did I leave my little tabs in that planner? And she was like, yes, I've just found them now in a pocket, stuffed in a pocket they were. She's like, I'll send them back. And I was like, no, don't worry about it. You keep them. and I'll just get a new set from Josephine Bow Designs. But how typically me is that, honestly, I despair with myself sometimes, some of the things that I do. So we're just going to put a little bit of this beautiful washi at the top. Like that. I don't want to put any on the bottom because I want to do the vellum thing that I did. So this ended up being, it was just an off-cut vellum that I had. I think it was from this sheet here. And I just thought, I don't want to waste it, so I'll stick it on, but I really like how it turned out. So I'm going to get a little an off-cut of vellum again and do that at the bottom there. So let's do the Hello January then. We can pop the Hello January up at the top. Right, so I just nipped off camera to cut the pieces that I need. I found a couple of little off bits of vellum and acetate. I have got my little monthly view there, and I have just cut down my Hello January. So we'll start with the Hello January since I know exactly where that one is going to go. And then we will just work from there. I'm being so stupid rolling this roller over the top of my Stalogy. If it goes on my Stalogy paper, I'm going to be upset. And yet I'm still doing it. I normally have a piece of paper to lean on. In fact, I'll just use an offcut of that. Let's not make that mistake. So I think that this is actually quite wide. Should I put it down at the bottom just for a change? Like last month I had it at the top. This time I could put it at the bottom. Should I put that little bit of... I think I might do that actually. We're just winging it here. Let me just turn that back over. Just sort of stick that there like that. We'll put a tiny bit of the runner through because you're going to be able to see it, so I don't want to be able to see too much, so I'll just put a little bit, and then we stick this down here. Now really I could have done with just cutting this a little bit slimmer. I can't do it now because it's got the glue on it, so it is what it is. And then if we put this here, that's kind of cute, right? And then maybe just some decoration at the top. I'm not sure what, but we can find something. I've got the January on it, but I don't think I did have... No, I just had the monthly view. I'm going to cut the January off. We don't need it. I don't like it. It's making it look a bit messy. That's better. I like how that looks better. So we need some tape on that as well. Gosh, January already. January 2021. How on earth did that happen? And what a year it's been. Blimey. I hope we all go a bit more back to normal soon. I'm ready for a little bit of normality in my life. Although I say that, and when Christmas is over and New Year's is over, Jensen's school did email to say that he's not going back straight away. He's going to do remote learning. So things are not going to go back to normal straight away. Oh, I like how that's turned out. That's really cute. Right, so then in this little piece, I think I can just do a bit of layering over here with. And that's going to be quite cute as well. How many times can we say cute in this video? Take a shot every time I say cute. Drinking game. And then we will just stick that there like that. I like how that's turned out. That's really nice. I'm going to just find something to pop the top there, I think. So I don't have too much blue washi, but I did find this one from the Fox and Cactus. It's more of sort of a galaxy theme, but I think the colours go well. So I'm going to use a little bit of this just to decorate across the top there. Just give it a little bit of something. It just looked silly with that blank space. And then if I find maybe a winter sticker or something, I can always layer that over the top. I love how that's turned out. So yeah, that then is my January cover page. I'm really happy with how that's turned out. I think it looks gorgeous. Now, I'm not sure what to do about my tab situation. I don't think I'm going to put a tab on it yet, because I've got some more of those coming now. And I do want all the months to match. So I'm not going to put my December tab on it, my January tab on it, sorry. I'm going to leave that until later when they come. So after that page then, we go into our monthly overview, I think. Let's have a look. Yes, into our monthly calendar. So I have used these free printables from Printables by Kate. Does it say her name on here anywhere? I think it's Printables by Kate. I just found her on Instagram, and in her little link tree or whatever it is that she has in her bio, there is a link to the freebies, and you've got the whole year of 2021, and they're a Monday start as well, which I love. I did actually buy some Annie Plans printables, and then I realised that they were a Sunday start. Now, I am aware that you can email Annie and she'll send you the correct ones if you do want the Monday start, but then I found these and I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to use these because these are equally as beautiful. So this is the monthly that I use just to put my appointments in, important dates, kids breaking up from school, things like that. So I have this one as a larger monthly. Now, how did I cut this down? I had to really cut it down, I think, last time. Right onto the edge, yeah. I'm going to leave that page open just so I can refer back to it. And I cut the lines off at the bottom as well. I don't need the notes. I just do a bit of decoration on that. And on this one, I actually did end up writing on it as well because I needed a little bit of extra space, but that's fine. Oh, imagine if I'd cut that then and then I'd cut over the bottom of there. Oh dear. Let's be honest, that is something that I would do because I am that daft. So I think they are going to work perfectly. So let's get back onto the right place. Oh, I love this so much. I really love how that's turned out. I think it's perfect. So we need to get some glue on here. Oh, it's doing it again. Can anybody recommend a better one of these? This one is the Crafter's Companion that I just got off Amazon. I don't know if it's just this particular one or if it's just that I'm not going to like them. But let me know if you've used one and you've had a bit more success than me because it's driving me mad. I don't like it. So I've left a border at the top and a border at the bottom. There's one at the side as well. I can do a bit of decoration on there. But these are going to be pretty much a perfect fit. So I got these in the B6 TN size, and she does them as a month to a page, or she'll do them in a little booklet if you are a B6 TN user as well, which is very, very handy. So let's get this lined up. I just lined it up to the 3rd line on the page. I'm not sure if it's picking up on the camera, but there's little grid lines on this Stalogy, which really does help me to line everything up nicely. There we go. Perfect. So what washi are we going to use for decoration this time? I feel like this lovely purple and silver foil one would be nice. Nice wintry colours. And I'm just going to do my usual little bit like that now. That seems to be my, I was going to say my signature, but it's definitely not my signature. I did not make up this. This is just a way that people sometimes cut washi. I did not invent this. Oh, that's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Where did I put it? Here we go. And there we go, just like that. Now let me see if I've got any decoration that I want to use that's sort of winter themed. I've got some deco in here, and I do also have oh, now I know that that's not winter themed, but that might go. Would that be silly to put that there? I think that looks cute. Have you seen these from Sunday in Serenity? These are positivity pants, which I just think are amazing. What else do I have? I could put a moon phase up the top there. That could be quite cute. I've got these that are the right colours as well. Shall we just do a mix of these? I don't even know where I'm going with this. This is not winter themed anymore. This is just Rachel's found some stickers that she likes and is going to put them down. But I'm not mad about it. So I'm going to put one of these down first. These are moon phases, and these are from Lace and Whimsy. Now I need to not cover... now wait a minute. Is it going to cover the dates? Doesn't matter if I go over a little bit, or should I do them down here at the bottom? And then put some of these in the top. I felt like I liked it when it went up there though. I think if I'm careful, I can position them so that none of the dates get covered. So I'm going to do this. Oh, I like this. I like it so much. When I first bought these stickers, I was so hoarding them and I didn't want to use them. I'm so glad that I am using them now. Oh, I like that. I like it a lot. Right, okay, now who else do we have? I feel like I want to use this guy. Will he go down the bottom without taking up too much space? He's a bit wintry, right? A little winter deer. You can go here. I've just gone off on one now, and apparently I am decorating monthlies now. Let's do a You're So Magical, shall we? I'm going to use this bit here, and I'm just going to put this up here. I feel like it needs a bit of something on the side here. And then You Are Made of Stardust, or You're So Magical, just up in the corner there. What do you think? I'm going to put a You Are Made of Stardust, and I'm going to hope that it fits. Oh, it does. You Are Made of Stardust. And then this little trail of stars. And then, do we need something down here? Maybe not. Maybe I'm just going to leave that as it is now. I feel like that turned into a lot real fast. Although I do like those. No, I'm going to leave it as it is. Let's not do too much. So that is how my January monthly has turned out. And I'm not going to lie, I'm absolutely loving it. Oh, I love it so much. January is just so cute. Right, okay. So next up on this next page then is where I want to do my January mood tracker. Okay, so I did just quickly cut that down off camera. I'm going to refer back and see how I set it up last time. I think I remember putting a little bit of washi at the bottom for decoration. Yeah, I did do that. So we'll do something similar again. So let's just get my piece of paper that I was leaning on and get some glue down on here. My mood tracking worked out really well for me last month. I enjoyed doing it, and I can see myself continuing to do it for the rest of the year. I'm obviously not going to be in this Stalogy for the rest of the year because she's filling up real fast already. Obviously, when I decide to do these 3 monthlies, it takes up quite a bit of space. So I've only been in here for December, and I've already used that many pages. And obviously, I've used a few pages at the back as well. So I'll probably get maybe 3 or 4 months in here if I'm lucky. But I definitely think that I'll continue to purchase Stalogies and to keep using them. I've really, really enjoyed using this Stalogy. I've been finding myself going to pick it up every single day. And yeah, it's just working amazing for me. So long live the Stalogy. For now anyway. You know what I'm like. Dip in and out of these planners. Right, so we need to choose a bit of washi to go across the bottom, and I'm just feeling a little bit whimsical. So I think we will use the Disney Princesses one from the Coffee Monsters Co. And I think I might go all the way across and try and get all the princesses on. That's adorable. That's so cute. That is the cutest. I just need to cut Cinderella off, which is a bit of a shame, but it's all right because I've got a bit of space at the top, and I'm going to put another bit of washi up there. Oh, how cute is that? How cute is that? So let's get Cinderella back here. I want to cut it, but I don't want to cut like halfway through somebody's face. Maybe I won't cut it, maybe I'll just leave it straight and then we don't cut any princesses off. I just want to put the remaining princesses on that we don't have on the bottom. Oh, that's cute. I like that. Right, so what did I do last month next to that? I think I split the page in half and had a key at the top. And then at the bottom, I had room to write anything on that was affecting my mood. I did. So we'll do that again then. Let me find my pen. And then I need my dot stickers, which are in here. I'm still using the same ones, which were from Busy Bee Stickers. And I have purchased some more as well. So let's use those. So, I can't remember my key off the top of my head. So we've got red, blue and green to start with. Let's do those. Or pink, blue and green, should I say. Pink, blue and green, and then yellow, purple and orange. And that key worked out quite well for me as well. It's the same key that I brought over from my my personal rings. And then I'm going to do the same separation of the page with the washi. I didn't end up writing on it for my mood tracker. Obviously Brian ended up going into hospital, but I couldn't bring myself to write it on the thing. I know that that sounds ridiculous, because just because I didn't write it down doesn't mean that it didn't happen. It did happen. I don't know. I know that some of you will get that. It was hard to write, so I didn't write it. But we will just separate the page like so. That's so cute. I love this washi. I bought it a while ago and I've not used it, but I'm really glad that I've used it this time. It's so cute. So we have got happy, sad, calm, anxious. What was purple? Irritable, stressed and angry. Oh, how are we spelling irritable? If I spell that wrong, I'll be really annoyed. There we go. So that's my mood tracker again. It's set up the exact same way that I set it up for December. And yeah, I'm really happy with that. So I'm just going to cut out another monthly for my social media tracker, and I'll be back in a second. So I've cut down my next January. Now I never said as well, this is the same insert as the larger sized insert. This one, it's the exact same one, and I just set my printer to print 2 to a page. So it printed 2 on the A4 page, and it made it the perfect size for 1 page on my Stalogy. That was a pretty simple setting in my printer, so I presume that it should be that easy for everybody. I mean, if I can do it, then everybody can do it. I don't have a technological bone in my body. If it's going to go wrong, then it's going to go wrong for me. So if I've managed to do that, it should be pretty simple. So this one is going to be for my social media, or my YouTube, should I say, my YouTube, when I post a video. And we'll do the same thing again. We'll just do a little bit of decorative washi down the bottom there. What will I choose? I think I might choose this Beautiful Moon Phases from Naya Papery. This is one that I got in last year's advent calendar. And it's very sweet, so we'll use that. Or we will if I can find my scissors. Here we go. I like that, that's really cute. I did just have a little bit left over. Maybe I'll just pop that up there like so. No, I think that looks silly. I'll use a bigger bit. Whoops. There we go. So same thing, I need to do my key. So we'll do the same thing. We will look back at last month and see what my key was. So we have got orange, blue, pink. orange, blue, pink, and green, yellow, purple. So I know that orange is plan with me. I write that one down enough so I can remember that. I think that blue is whole. Yeah, we've got whole. Then we've got planner flip. Then we have got collab. That's my dog sneezing, he's sneaked in. And we have got other. And we have got unboxing. So I've put down the washi in the middle just to section it off in case I want to pop any notes down there. And let's figure out now what page comes after that one. I think it's my sleep tracker next. So we've got my mood tracker, my YouTube, and my sleep tracker. It is my sleep tracker next. So let's cut that down. This is just a free printable from RachelBeautyPlans. If you go on the RachelBeautyPlans website, which is not on Etsy, it's actually a Spotify website, there are some free printables in there. There's a few actually. There's a year in pixels, and there is the step tracker, and there is this sleep tracker. So yeah, there's a few freebie printables that you can use. In fact, I think all the printables that I'm using at the moment are freebie ones, which is nice. Because it's nice to be able to show you guys that you can do these pretty things with your planners without spending a lot of money. And sleep tracking worked really well for me last month. I actually sleep a bit more than I thought that I did. I've had a few bad nights because obviously I've been a bit worried about my granddad being in hospital. But for the most part, I've actually had some nights where I've had a good amount of sleep and I've woken up feeling refreshed. And then marking it in my planner and looking at it makes me feel quite accomplished. And it might sound silly, but it sort of makes me want to sleep a bit more, so I can sort of mark down in my planner that I've been a good girl, if you will. So yeah, it's working really well for me. And if nothing else, it's nice to use my Tombos because I don't really use them for anything. And it's made me want to buy some more. I don't want to do pink every month, so I'm going to have a look at what colour Tombos there are. Can you buy them individually, or do you have to buy them in a packet? I fancy a mint green one. Beth has got me into mint green at the moment. Lovely Beth from RachelBeautyPlans on Instagram, who coincidentally is responsible for my beautiful word of the year. It's definitely not the year of the word. Word of the year. So I've chosen the word shine, and she made this for me because she's such a sweetheart. And it just went perfectly with my washi. So that is now living on there. It couldn't have been more perfect. But yeah, Beth is a big mint fan, and she makes me want to buy things in mint. So I want a mint Tombow to mark off my sleep tracker. Now, I did last month leave myself a page for notes about sleeping, or why I wasn't sleeping, but you will see that I did not use it at all. I got this cute little name thing on an envelope from an order that I placed with Blossom Nose Co, and I didn't want to waste it, so I cut it off the envelope and I actually stuck it on here, which is really cute. But functionally I didn't use this page, but I still need to leave the page because I don't want to start my gratitude log on here. I want to have my gratitude log 2 pages together, so I'm going to do the same thing, a little bit of washi. Maybe I could use it for a notes page for buying things or something, I don't know. Or maybe I'll just decorate it again with something cute that I find on an envelope from an order. Who knows? Let's use a bit of this washi in here. Let's use the one that's got the clouds on it. Oh, that's perfect. So this is from the Head in the Clouds kit from Josephine Bow Design. Oh, and it's just going to fit as well. Oh, that couldn't have been any more perfect. Oh, that's gorgeous. That's so gorgeous. Is it straight? Questionable. Possibly not. And there's a tiny, teeny bit that's hanging over. Is that hanging over? Right, so that is that done. So then next we are on to the gratitude page. And as you can see, I have been filling this in. So we'll do the same thing again. I don't think I have another sticker that says grateful though, which is a shame. I'll have a look and see what I have got. But I don't think I've got another sticker that says grateful. But let's find out how many days are in the month of January. It's 31, isn't it? It is 31, the same. So I start backwards and then I know that I've got enough space. So I give myself 2 lines for each day. Some days I haven't needed them, but some days I've been glad that I've had them. So we've got 2 lines down for every day, and yeah, that's just a little tip. If you start from the bottom and work your way up, you're not going to run out of space, rather than starting from the top and then realising that you don't have enough space at the bottom. That worked out pretty perfectly. So I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to use a piece of washi that I've got in my book, just so as not to waste them. I always forget that these are in here. This one, I believe, is from a birthday kit that I had from Ellie Beth Designs, is it? And yet again, I am not putting this down straight. My dog is acting like an absolute weirdo next to me, rolling around the floor. What are you doing, Moo? She's bonkers, absolutely bonkers. I was going to put that down there, but if I put that down there, it's not going to leave me with much room. Maybe if I cut a bit of it off, just have a tiny little accent. I just didn't want to waste that piece. Right, now, do I have anything that's going to be like grateful or anything like that? Good vibes. Memories will do, won't it? Because I am essentially picking one thing from each day that I'm grateful for. Whoops. So I think that memories will work. Okay, so that is my gratitude. What came after my gratitude log? Next thing after my gratitude log was just a couple of December notes pages. Now, do I need them? I mean, I did use them. I did write on them. The problem is, when I use this side of the page on something, I don't want to then use this side of the page on something different. It just seems silly. So that's why I end up having 2 pages of things. Right, what washi do we have on here that we can use? Maybe some of this one. Or what about this one? I'm going to use some, no, this one, because this is kind of wintry feel. So I'm just going to take a bit of this. I am going to stick it down, and then I'm going to stick a January on it. And I'm going to leave that page. If I need it for notes or if I need it for a to buy, I can use it. If you guys have got any ideas on what I could use this page for next to my December to-dos, let me know. Where are my Januaries? January. And then I think that that might be it. So let's have a look. So where do my pages start? Here. So we have got my January start page, we have got my January monthly, we have got my January mood tracker, January social media tracker, we have got my sleep tracker, we have got my gratitude log, and we have got my notes pages, and then after that it was just straight into the month. So we're done, we are done. January is set up. So I'm going to start the week. I'm not going to do that in this video. I'm going to do a plan with me for the week that has the first week in the first day of January in it, which is actually on the Friday, I believe. So it will have the last few days of December in it, but I couldn't decide what to do for the best, whether or not to continue the week because it had December in it in the December pages, or whether to bring it over to January because it had the first day of January, and I decided to bring it over. So yeah, I'll give you a little flip properly then, just in case you didn't see that before. So we have got my January cover page, we've got my monthly that has my appointments and things in it, we've got my mood tracker, we've got my social media pages, we have got a sleep tracker and sleep notes if I need them, we have got memory or gratitude log, and we have got some January notes. So give me any ideas that you've got for this page and maybe I will pop them in my planner. But as far as that goes, we are done. We have set up for January. So yeah, if you watched this video to the end, thank you so much. I imagine that it was quite a long video because I feel like I was quite undecisive then, but never mind. I'll get better as I feel more familiar with this book. But yeah, I hope you're all doing well. These are bunched up a little bit. I could have done with putting a little bit more glue on the end. I will do that off camera, I think, and get them to stick down a bit better. But yeah, that's it for now. If you like this video, if you could give me a thumbs up, and if you subscribe, I'll love you forever, and I'll see you soon. Bye.